Moving on to lesson 3, I've chosen to try and help identify or figure out movement on a graph. Now, the first I've chosen is up-down movement. Now, as you can see here, I've written an equation used for a quadratic. I'm going to label the parts of this and then give an example to help. Now, K, that gives you the up or down movement. So, if we needed to change something, that's where we would change. H is going to take the opposite value. So, a better way to describe that is if you want to move left, add. If you want to move right, subtract. And it's confusing, but you just have to remember because this squared could also affect it. So you just have to think through it and, just really pay attention to your problems because you don't want to end up giving the wrong answer. So you didn't remember that it takes the opposite value. An A, it's going to tell if the graph opens up. So I'm going to say up, which is going to be positive, or down, which is going to be negative. It also can help with reflections of the parabola. And if it's going to stretch or shrink, depending on the number. So if it's, just for example, I'll go ahead and write stretch or shrink. A parabola is going to stretch upwards, depending on the number used, or shrink, or compress is a better word. So that determines, like for example, if I wanted to stretch a parabola, I would want to use a number usually above 1, like for example 2. If I wanted to vertically shrink or compress, I'd use one under, like 1/2, or even -1/2, but remember that would be reflected. So that's how you can change. For example, say I have y equals 2x minus 4 squared plus 1. Now say you want to add to 1, okay? So you want to move your parabola up 8. So, looking back at this kind of diagram, you just need to add 8 to get your new parabola and equation. So you'll have y equals 2x, everything else stays the same, minus 4 squared, plus 9. And that's how you would change the up and down movement or position of your parabola.